Hello, welcome to 2025. Look at us, made it to another year. This vlog is the last bits of 2024. I didn't vlog Christmas, sorry about it, but if you're into Christmas stuff, I did vlog last Christmas because it felt like Marceline's first real Christmas back last year. And I spent, this Christmas, focusing on spending time with my family, which is just amazing, especially because I knew that we were going to go to Disneyland in a week, after that. So so this is a little bit end of 2024, starting 2025, and then I have a fun story at the very end where I talk about us getting sick after we came back from the trip. So that's awesome. But you can try all these things to prepare, and then the worst still happens, but it's fine. We're over it. It was just a couple days, and we recover and we move on. And I hope you enjoy. Yeah, looks so cool.
No, I mean right here. The light channel.
Oh. So we've noticed that because of the winter, the kitties have been a little bit more cozying up with us at night. Here we got Coffee Bean at the head of my side of the bed. There he is chilling. But we have noticed that the cats absolutely will not coexist on the bed at the same time. We have a king size bed. They are siblings, literally came out of their mother's womb the same day. And yet these two kitties cannot exist on the bed at the same time, except for right this moment, because here we got Coffee Bean all the way at this corner, mind you, headboard, my side, all the way over there, Bailey. Bailey all the way at the foot of Christian's side of the bed. Also ignore the suitcase, we're packing for our trip right now. But yeah, look at these two coexisting on the bed at the same time, but they have to be the farthest point from each other. Personally, Coffee Bean is my cuddle bug. He'll come and cuddle with me at night and actually be my little spoon and everything. Yeah, thank you for that. As for Bailey, she's more common to snuggle up with me. Not snuggle up with me, she will coexist on the same bed as me, next to me, but she will not snuggle. Here, I'll give her some distance. Oh, she's actually coming closer. Hello. That's just how the kitties are. It's adorable, and it shows their little personalities, and it's so cute. Yeah, we just got back from our trip. It's been a long 4 days. Yeah, Clucky, you too? Hugs. Aww. was able to catch Marceline, my 2-year-old, mind you, doing some independent play in her bedroom. This is a big step because she always insists on playing with someone else present, or other people just have to be in the room with her at all times. She will actively seek out people if she finds herself to be alone. So to see her in her room, independently playing, doing whatever it is huge. That's why I'm being sneaky and recording it from down the hallway, because I didn't want her to see me and make me play with her and then sort of like backtrack on just learning that it's okay to just play in a room by herself. I just love this for her. Wait, try this one instead. Oh, almost. Yay! There you go. That one. Oh, I don't think that. I think that goes to a different side. Let's see. Yeah! That is a triangle. I think it'll fit on this side though. Do you want to try this? Kind of. Wanna try again? Yeah! Yeah, you want to try a different side? You don't forget these. Yeah. Oh, it's a square. Does this one look more like a square? Yeah. Square.
No, stop. No, stop.
You were really close. You're doing a really good job. Does it look like a circle?
A circle.
Yeah, a circle.
No, stop.
You didn't even try. You want me to do it? Would I like to show you? Look, circle.
I touched. 나도 그렇게.
Yeah, you got your banana phone? Who are you talking to?
I'm telling Nana. Hi, Nana. We see you. Good. Tell her to go. Bye, Nana. See you.
Oh, you gonna talk to Daddy?
Taco Daddy's still going to go. Or go home.
Oh, you gonna tell him to come home?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 'cause he's at work?
Yeah.
Daddy's at work?
Yeah.
He can call up now.
Let's go see. Let's go call Daddy.
So usually we try to play D&D with our friend Mary, who's right here in front of me, and we meet up at like a third location. This is the Gamer Guild over in Tempe. I've been avoiding saying where we go just because we come here kind of often, but today they hooked us up with a private room. There's an event going on in the main room, which is like the free area. And then we just like post up at a table, as often as we can. But they have an event. So the guy who sees us come in all the time was like, hey, do you want to go to one of the private rooms? We know that nobody's rented it today. And they know that we like to stay here and play for a couple hours. So here's the private room. They got a whole wall with like that like textured, leafy, sort of like, what would you call this? Kind of like four-leaf clover sort of stuff. And they got speakers on every corner that you can connect to your phone and play, game music if you want. And look, the roof, it's just a normal, what do you call it, fluorescent light, but they put little covers on it so it looks like there's like trees, and they got tile. And on this wall they have a whole wallpaper that looks like cobblestone with like these like pretty neat lamps to give little like ambiance. Yeah, so we got a big old table. This is like twice the size of the tables out there. And I do believe that this part comes up. I think when we're done putting everything away, maybe we'll move it just to see what's going on in there. And yeah, a big old TV that I'm pretty sure connects to this camera up top. So if you have stuff going on your table that you want to put on the TV, you can. Also, this TV is huge, by the way. I think it's bigger than the one that we have at home. And I think behind Mary over here in this corner, they got a mini fridge and a coffee maker with all the little fixins. Since they're letting us have this room for free today, no, we did not grab anything. Christian quickly yelled at me when I just mentioned the fridge. He's like, no, don't get anything. I was like, I was just putting it out. Yeah, waters and sodas. You can buy drinks outside, like out in the main area as well. Of course, a little trash can. I don't think anything's in here, but it's just an extra space. But yeah, this is so cool. Yeah, and then their chairs are pretty comfy. This is the same ones outside, and they're same mat and stuff. Yeah, I'm really curious to know what's like under here. But yeah, Gamer Guild in Tempe. I think they do have like a secondary camera as well. Maybe if you wanted to put something else and connect it. But I didn't want to overstay our welcome, so I didn't totally mess with everything, me personally. Because I don't know when we'll ever get a room like this, because I'm pretty sure you have to pay for it, maybe hourly or something. But we just finished up our session, which is so fun.
Very nice room.
So we lifted up 2 tabs, and this is what's underneath. They got like little indents here to put all sorts of little stuff, cup holders, and then a big old mat. This is nice and squishy, so you could put all your, tabletop gaming stuff with their logo. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, imagine putting like a whole setup here. But yeah, we just put everything up top because we don't have anything super fancy. Well, that's so cool. One of Marceline's favorite movies to watch right now has been Tangled, and specifically the one scene where they're dancing around in town. I'm trying to think of what other things happen in this scene, but if it's like a montage of Rapunzel and Flynn Rider doing a bunch of different stuff in town, and it plays this really nice song, and it's just like them dancing. Like there's no words or nothing, which is really surprising to me that she's really into it, even though there are no lyrics to the song.
Boy, Eddie, it's a good song.
She's like, Kitty, it's a good song. But I've caught her dancing around to this song specifically, and it's just so cute to see her just be so excited about a song. So I was able to catch her on 2 different times dancing to the same song. Yeah, we got a car wash before. Okay, let's try this again. If you had seen, we went to Disneyland to ring in the new year. It was awesome. It was great. Originally, it was supposed to be for my parents, but I ended up, mostly being around the baby. As long as the baby had fun, then we all did. And so I think we were successful. It was pretty good. She was glued to me the entire time, which was physically exhausting because I had to carry a 2-year-old toddler with me around Disneyland like the whole time. Like, why do we even bring a stroller? Quite literally, it took me several days to recover from that. But besides the point, knowing that we had the trip coming up, we tried very hard not to get sick around the holidays. We're like washing hands, hand sanitizer. We're out and about and you couldn't wash our hands. Even took vitamin C supplements every few days, just to keep our immunity up, and it was great. So we were successful. We did not get sick around the holidays. We do know of a couple people that did get sick. I think more like cold symptoms though. And when we got back from the trip, somebody had taken care of Nana Jessie. If you don't know who Nana Jessie is, she's my 91-year-old grandma on my stepdad's side of the family. So somebody, of course, had to take care of her because she's, 91 years old. And they brought her back the day after we came back, so Sunday. And sometime in the night, like Sunday night, Monday morning, she got sick. Like she threw up in her bedroom, which is very odd because, that doesn't really happen. She's 91 years old, so you got to keep an eye on her. We're like, oh, okay, that's odd. And she seemed to be fine after that. But then Wednesday night, it was like 9:00. My mom gets sick. My dad comes in, the bedroom, tells my husband and I, like, okay, your mom's getting sick. Just letting you know, just in case we're next. And if you know anything about me, I hate throw up. I hate watching people throw up, hearing people throw up. I have to look away. I can't look at it and I can't hear it. And it's just it just really grosses me out. I'm just one of those people that when I get nauseous and it takes over me. Even as I've gotten older, I'm getting more car sick. It's just so crazy. So I was like, oh no, this is terrible news. I feel fine right now, and there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about it. But then at 4 a.m. that same night, I wake up and my heart is just racing, my heart rate was very high, and I just felt bad, and I was like, this is it. It's me. I'm next. What I did? I cleaned the toilet because it was a little dirty, and I was about to be very intimate with that toilet. So I cleaned it while I can tell I was starting to get sick, but I was like, okay, there's nothing I can do about it. So I cleaned the toilet. Plus the smell of the soap cleaner, I think did help me, not feel so nauseous when, it did eventually plague me, and it did. By 5 a.m. I was done vomiting and I was just over there. Oh my gosh, it was just awful. And so I passed out. I just afterwards, I came back in here, just passed out because I was exhausted. Your heart rate is just so high. It's like a workout basically. And I think around 6:30, maybe almost 7, maybe, the baby, Marceline, is scream crying from her bedroom. And so in an adrenaline rush, like a call to arms, I just like a vampire, just launched out of my bed, grabbed her from the crib, and my dad heard it too because I asked him to keep an eye on her because I had now gotten sick. So I was like, wait, watch her. So I grabbed her because of course I'm her only source of comfort right now. And she immediately calmed down, immediately stopped crying. I rushed her over to the bathroom just in case she was next and she needed to like, throw up somewhere. And then when a moment or two passed and she didn't throw up, I was like, okay, I think maybe she's had a nightmare and that's why she was crying, and she's okay now. So we kind of chilled on my bed for a little bit. Then I think I passed out again while my dad was able to take her and entertain her, and like, she's up for the day. And yeah, I passed out again. And so all day, that whole day, I couldn't eat anything, couldn't drink anything. My husband did call out of work a little early so that he could come and help watch the baby while I felt ill. Because I think my mom was like kind of okay. Like she was like moving around by that point, by the time that I really got sick. But no, I was bedridden all day because I just felt so nauseous. And like every time I thought I was like getting better, I was like, okay, let me try. Like it was like 6 hours later after I had thrown up, I was like, okay, let me try ice chips. Nope, I had like 1 or 2 ice chips. Immediately felt nauseous again, and was just like, oh, just like laying in bed, And then again, like a few hours later, tried the ice chips. I could have the ice chips, but then I tried to do some Pedialyte. Couldn't. I was like, oh, too much, and then I felt nauseous. So it was just like a wave of like like every couple hours trying to have a little bit of something, and then feeling nauseous, and then waiting some more, and then like I think by the end of the night I was able to like have like a tiny bit of soup. And I was moving around. So that was my experience with the whole stomach bug thing situation. But even though I was bed rotting all day, I was just glad Marceline had not gotten sick, and it stopped with me, and I was like, okay, thank goodness. But then that night, it was like the afternoon, like I could barely have crackers. Then I hear some cries coming from another part of the house. Marceline threw up. It was like a mess. Apparently she threw up in our front room on the couch, and then Christian picked her up and was trying to take her to the bathroom, and then all over the bathroom floor, just everywhere. She didn't even make it to the toilet, and I think by the toilet I think she was done because I was there by that point. I had like whoosh, just like I said, like vampire, like whoosh, just like flew out of my bed, even though I would like barely could take in crackers. I was right there, and there's vomit all over the floor. Oh, the smell was just awful. And Marceline was done vomiting, so I like chucked off her clothes, was trying to get her to take a shower, and then I ended up being in the shower with her because she was like so upset. She was just like so disgusted, so upset, just crying because she had thrown up. You feel awful. And so I got soaking wet in the shower in just like my pajamas. Yeah, it was just a whole thing. And I remember I was like almost crying as well because I was just so sad that she had gotten it, and it had plagued me for the whole day. And I literally, I could barely manage like I think soup by that point. So I was just so sad. But yeah, and immediately after she threw up, she was acting fairly normal after she had relaxed from the shower, and we gave her new clothes and everything. She was chilling, which is like, I mean, kids, man, like that's crazy. Yeah, we changed her and she's asking for water, and I was like, no baby, you literally just threw up like a couple minutes ago, you can't have water. Like she would just throw it right back up, and so I kept telling her no because she wanted milk, she wanted food, she wanted a breakfast, she wanted all these different things, and I tell her no because she just threw up like minutes before, and she's asking for all these things because she's probably dehydrated from throwing up, and I'm like, no, you can't have it. So we end up waiting several minutes, and then we tried giving her, I say several minutes, it might have been like close to half an hour, and then we gave her ice chips and she kept it down, like she was like fine. We waited some more time, gave her water, waited some more time, and then before bed, I think we gave her milk. And then she was fine. And then she went down. Oh, and we had her sleep in our bed for the night. If you don't know, we have a king size bed, so it can fit me, my husband, and Marceline, I think fairly comfortably. It's just in case she got like it, that wasn't it, and she needed to do it one more time. But no, she was completely fine. I think around midnight, she was like starting to seem uncomfortable in the bed. Like she did not want to be in here with us anymore. So I think about midnight, we put her in her crib. We kept an eye on her on the baby monitors. And yeah, she slept through the whole night. So we're like, okay, awesome. That must have been it. That was just the one time, and then she must be good. My husband even called out of work. You know, as soon as she threw up, he's like, okay, I'm gonna call out of work for the next day because you know we would need help. You know, taking care of her. Especially if she's like throwing up a whole bunch. And we're like, oh, okay, so it must be it. We like, shoot, we can like get all these different things done today. And so yeah, she gets up the next morning, normal time. We check on her. We're like, okay, let's give you a bottle of milk. And then she's in the middle of drinking her milk, throws up again. This time it was in the hallway. Like she started making her way, I think, with my husband, and yeah, threw up her bottle of milk that she was just drinking. So we're like, dang it, we're back to square one. So we had to do the whole process again for the whole next day. The ice chips, the water, then milk, and then you know small food like all throughout the day. And of course she was like completely normal, just like her normal happy self. And I think by dinner time she managed to eat like a normal meal. And so yeah, it was like all the way from like the first crack of dawn till dinner time she was completely fine. Gosh, but yeah, I'm so glad that she had completely fine though, because like because like she has gotten sick before with like either a cold or like a flu sort of thing. We were no stranger to her being completely like sick and bedridden and just like a shell of who she is. Like she's such a lively little kid, so loud and boisterous, that to see her happiness, you know, zapped from her is just awful. So I was fully expecting that with the stomach flu, because that's literally what happened to me. I was like bedridden like all day, couldn't eat, and I was just so nauseous. But no, she did throw up the two times, which was so confusing because the night before she had water and milk and she took it down and she was fine. But then the next morning she has a bottle of milk like totally normal, and she couldn't handle it and she threw it up as she was drinking it. So make it make sense. I think maybe her stomach was just so sensitive. I have no idea. I mean, they say with these stomach viruses, it's most easily transferred if you clean up the vomit from somebody who got sick, which we've all had to clean up Marceline's vomit. You know, it was everywhere because she didn't make it to any toilet or bucket or nothing. And I feel like I cleaned up after myself just fine. And if I was gonna give it to anyone, I was gonna give it to Christian. But he's been fine, and he has a very sensitive stomach. But no, we're all fine now. She's eating and doing just fine today. She's driving me crazy, but that's just a normal amount of crazy, I suppose. Yeah, these things you can't predict them. You can prepare all you want. You can take your vitamin C, you can wash your hands and do everything. And then just as you relax a little, then all this stuff happens. Because yeah, now the holidays are over, the vacation is over, we're back to our normally scheduled program, and we all got sick. But thank you for listening. Thank you for watching and liking and subscribing. We're excited to see what other crazy nonsense 2025 brings us. Cause I'm buckled in and ready for it. I sure am. Yeah, then I'll see you next time. Bye bye.